I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that, to shine like this. In a matter of time I spent on some locked up in the back of the paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrist. See my dreams unfold, nightmares come true. It was time to marry the game, and I said, yeah, I do. If you want it, you gotta see it with a clear eye view. Got shorty, she try and bless me like I said I chew, like a sneeze. Please for them trick and squeeze, I'm getting cream. Never let them get in between of what we started. Look, but I'm lying hearted. They love me when I was stuck and they hated when I departed. I go and get it regardless. Draw it like I'm an artist, no crawling. Went straight to walking with foreigns in my garages or foreign menaging. Sucking and swallowing anything for $1. They tell me get him, I got him. I did it without an album. I did it with Mariah. Lil' I'm on fire, icy as a hockey ring, Philly flyer. When I bought the Rolls Royce, they thought it was lease. Then I bought that new Ferrari, hey to rest in peace. Hey to rest in peace to the parking lot. Phantom so big, can't even fit in the parking spot. You ain't talking about my then what you talking about? Gangsters move in silence, and I don't talk a lot. I don't say a word, was on my grind and now I got what I deserve. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished. When I bought the ass tomorrow, y'all thought it was rented. Flexing on these, I'm like Papa on the spinach. Double M, yeah, that's my team. Rose, the captain, I'm lieutenant. I'm the type of can the men cast and grind like I'm broke. That Lambo, my new, she don't ride like my ghost. I'm riding around my city with my hands on my toes. Cause these want me dead, and I gotta make it back home. Cause my mama need that bill money, my son needs some milk. These try to take my life, they around, get killed. You around, you around, get smoked. Cause these Philly I pull with me, don't around, no joke. No, all I know is murder. When it come to me, I got young that's rolling, I got throwing bees. I done did the DOS, I done did the KODs. Every time I'm in that bitch, I get to throwing 30 G's. But now I'm hanging out that drop head, I'm riding down no collar. They let me earn back home, that young be wildin'. We young, we mobbin', like Batman or with Robin. This two-door Maybach with my seat on reclining. I'm like, real wood up, real wood up. If you ain't about that murder game, then shut up. If you diss me in your rats, I get your pussy stuck up. When you touch down in my hood, no, that tour life ain't good. Catch me down in MIA, and that heat game on wood. With that Puma life on my feet, like that little engine I could. Boy, I slide down in your block, bike on 12 o'clock. And they be throwing deuces on the same they watch. And I'm the king of my city, cause I'm still calling them shots. And these lanes talking that bull, the same, that flop. I'm the same from Birch Street with them that braids that lock. The same that came up and I had to wait for my spot. And he dating on me, waiting on me. Still on that hood, my Rolls Royce on E, they gon' remember me. I say remember me. So much money, your friends turn to your enemies. And when this beef, I turn my enemies to memories. With them, they go for 40, ain't no 10 the key. Hold up, broke, turn rich. Love the game like Mitch. And if I leave, you they ain't done pretty. Gon' still my. It was something about that rollie when it first touched my wrist. Had me feeling like that dope boy when he first touched that. I'm gone.
They wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wishing on me. Yeah. I've been moving calm, don't start no trouble with me. Trying to keep it peaceful is a struggle for me. Don't pull up at 6 a.m. to cuddle with me. You know how I like it when you loving on me. I don't wanna die for them to miss me. Yes, I see the things that they wishing on me. Hope I got some brothers that outlive me. They gon' tell the story was different with me. God's plan, God's plan. I hold back, sometimes I won't, yeah. I feel good, sometimes I don't, hey, no. I finesse down Western Road, hey, next. Might go down to G.O.D., yeah, wait. I go hard on Southside G, yeah, wait. I make sure that Northside E. And still, bad things. It's a lot of bad things that they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wishing on me. Bad things. It's a lot.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Check it out. I'm Rob Bodie. I'm in Studio 39, aka the Bear Cave. It's Tuesday night. You know what that means, man. You guys already tapped in, excited, ready to go. Tonight, that's right, it's the last live film breakdown show of the year. We'll be back sometime in January after the holidays, so tonight's going to be a big one. We're going to try to go a little bit longer than 9 o'clock. We'll see how time goes as it gets closer. So let's do a couple of things. Make sure you subscribe. That's super important. That's how we continue to grow. That's how we're able to continue to do what we do right here on Spotlight 39. And then also, once we get into it, make sure you blast those comments, man. Let us know where you're watching from. Tell us who you are, right? Tell us your Twitter handle, anything that you want us to know. And then the last piece, make sure you DM your film to me on Twitter. Spotlight39_POD on Twitter. Do that now because that's where I'm going to pull the film from. So without further ado, let me bring on my guys. Fellas, can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes, sir.
Good deal. So it looks like my guy E having some technical difficulties. I got my guy Coach McCann. He's holding it down in the car right now. He should be, indirect here in just a few minutes. But nonetheless, let me see where my guy E is right now. Let's see. He's making it real difficult on this live broadcast. But nonetheless, man. Let's do it. So again, make sure you comment. Tell me where you're watching from. Tell me who you are, Twitter handle, height, weight, I don't care, graduating class. Let us know all about you. Let us know that you're tapped in right now on Spotlight 39. That's super important. So there's my guy, E. Can you hear us now?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool, man, because I was just kind of shooting from the hip. So, go ahead, E. Go ahead, tell them who you are, where you're from, what you do, and then once McCann gets a little more, in tune on the camera, we'll let him do his intro here in a little bit. But go ahead, E, and then we'll get the film started.
Yeah, Coach E, film evaluator, process guide. Try to help you guys put yourselves in the best position to get recruited. I also try to help you guys throughout your process. Any questions people might have, anything they want to know regarding, when or where they should be going, what they should be doing, et cetera, et cetera. So, jack of all trades. Do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and yeah, that's me.
All right, so that's my guy, Coach E. Like I said, Coach McCann, we'll let you do your intro once everybody can see you a little bit better, and then I got Coach Miller. He's a first responder first and foremost, so he's doing his due diligence there. He'll be joining us momentarily as well, but we don't want to delay the show. Let's get it going. I'm gonna hit the play button, fellas. Let y'all watch the film. And I'll give it a rundown, man. So this is Mr. Harden, #JA3. All right, so he's from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. He's 5'10", 155, wide receiver, defensive back, class of 24. Class of 24, DB, wide receiver at 5'10", 155. So first couple of plays, what I missed? Anything that popped off the tape? Look, E, you got some more difficulties.
A couple explosive plays. This is actually.
Nope, I can hear you now. You're good.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. You're good.
Okay. No. Yeah. So he's to start the film. Jeez, what the heck?
Man, we got all kinds of difficult situations happening right now. E, can you hear us? Can you see us?
Yeah, I can hear you and I can see you, but I'm lagging, and I don't know. My internet seems fine. I just can't. I don't know what's going on.
All right, so we got you in no delay on my end. Yep, we got you on no delay.
This a running back?
He is a wide receiver. DB. All right, so let's do this, fellas. How about let me kick the tape back now that it looks like you guys are able to see it a little bit better.
Yeah, no, this is I was gonna say a couple explosive plays to start out. This is actually someone I know pretty well. I had a chance to go watch him in person at Ed O'Brien's camp up in PA. This is everything you want out of a slot receiver. He's gonna be a really good slot receiver. He's fast. He's got really quick feet. I mean, this dude can just move with ease anywhere. He can get off the line. He's got good releases, um, decent route running. Obviously, we want to see him improve physically a little bit. Being 155, he is a smaller guy.
Yeah.
But aside from that, he's a really good slot receiver.
Good deal. What you got, McCann? From what your point of view?
What grade is he in?
24, class of 24, 5'10", 155.
Yeah, with his size and stuff, he's been making guys miss, which is important. And one of the other most important things that you see right here on this play right here, there's a difference in speed. He's not, once he get in the open field, he can put on the burners. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing. Looks like he got some really good hands and got some good agility, getting around some of these corners on some of these bigger guys and these linebackers and stuff like that. He's not taking hits, which is good. You know what I'm saying? You got to protect your body. So I would definitely be intrigued to watch a little bit more of his film after we get off of here, because he is making a lot of cuts and a lot of guys miss, which you don't see a lot. You know what I'm saying? Those guys that do, those guys get those opportunities.
All right. So let me do this. Let me just shout out some folks that are in here, man. We got James Jones. We got Coach John Finn. We got Anthony Chapman. Let's see. We got is it Ajayi Brown? I hope I'm pronouncing it right. We got Matthew Miller. Man, we got a lot of dudes in here, man. So shout out to everybody. Joe Hopkins, all the above, man. We appreciate it. So that was the start of the show, man. So that's Mr. Harden, Mr. JA3. Anything you fellas want to say that you didn't say already while I queue up next?
Man, it looked like he had a lot more than 673 yards. That looked like some explosive film right there.
All right.
Yeah.
ahead,
So
you
his
talk
yeah, no, you're good. So his not his junior, his sophomore tape last year, I made the argument that was some of the best receiver film I had ever seen in terms of setup, routes, variation, and how you should set it up. With this one, you're missing some of that route running ability. Maybe he's got it later on in the film, but that route variety that you had in your sophomore film last year, I kind of want to see some similar things earlier on in the film. But obviously, explosiveness there, the speed is there, agility is there. Like I said, he's got some of the quickest feet that I've seen in person, and he's going to be a slot receiver at the next level.
All right. So let's get to the next one, man. This is Anthony Chapman, junior, class of 24 highlights. He is from Georgia, so he is 6'1", 175. Plays baseball and football. Nickel, outside linebacker, safety, DB, wide receiver. So athlete. Class of 24 with a 3.0 GPA. First couple of plays, I heard an O.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, his recognition and his reaction time is really good.
Yeah, I like him. He could go.
Let's see what the recruiting looks like. All right, so not a whole lot of activity on the Twitter game, man. We definitely want to step it up on Twitter. So Anthony, man, hopefully you're still tapped in. Definitely step up your Twitter game, man. You're following 863, which is solid. But let's put some more heat out there, man. Have a big off season. Put out those workouts, those camp videos. If you play 7-on-7, put out some baseball film. Show us some more content, man. Put yourself out there a little bit more. That's my 2 cents. Let's watch one more play, fellas, and then I'll let y'all close it out with some feedback for Mr. Anthony, class of 24 out of Georgia.
Yeah, boy.
Bang. All right. So what do y'all got?
I like him.
Albany, Georgia. What y'all got for him?
Yeah, he's a beast.
I'll let Coach go first.
Yeah, he's all over the secondary. They've got him in the slot. I love seeing nickel play. It's the hardest position on the football field to play is that slot corner. He's got some safety stuff. His recognition is really good. Reaction time, pretty good. He's made some tackles in the box, got some coverage stuff on there. So a really good film. I like him.
All right.
Yeah, make sure we retweet his film. His film is really good, like what Coach E said. He's very physical too. He don't let guys just cross his face. Like he's bumping other guys. Like he's getting to the ball. He's erasing when he's at safety. He was erasing some of those posts. Those corners, corner routes, and actually helping these guys out, getting to the ball. His eyes is in the backfield reading the quarterback, which is very, very, very rare for a high school guy to do. Like I've been trying to teach some of my guys a lot of times, like, read the steps. If he's a 3-step, 5-step, he's doing a really good job at that. And then when he goes, he's pulling his trigger really, really good, and very physical too. So I would love to see how he would fit out in college. He'd be a really strong, good rover guy, type of guy. Because like you said, Coach E, he's playing in the slot. He can play. I think he can play outside 6'1". He can play, play that safety, strong safety, free safety. He has a lot of tangibles.
All right. So some strong feedback, man. I love it. So let's get to the next one. Some looks like some freshman film. We like some freshman film, man. So this is
Yes, sir.
Rod R.J. Jones, Westover High School, class of 26, Albany, Georgia.
Teammate?
Maybe actually.
Yeah, look like.
Looks that way. Yeah. Fellas, y'all teammates? Did I just do that on the setup?
Oh, we watched this film.
Yeah, I was about to say. I remember that play. I was a little let down when he take it to the house.
Though.
Yeah, no, you remember? Yeah, no, he rearranged his film.
Yeah.
Because remember that play was later on, and we
Yep.
told Coach Miller and we told him to move it up. So he made the adjustments.
And they are teammates. So good deal. I love it, man. I love it. So
Yeah,
far
this
right
dude-
now, we got a lot of Georgia action. Last week we had a lot of Texas, San Antonio. Felt like Coach Miller was paying some kids to jump on. Nah, man, I'm just kidding. And then the week before, a lot of Virginia kids. So I'm curious, what state's gonna be up tonight? Starting off with some Georgia kids.
Yeah, I remember his film, man. This kid's nice, especially being a freshman. And I'm based on the night sky and the size of the rosters. I'm assuming that this dude is starting at corner on varsity
In Georgia? In Georgia?
So,
Yeah,
this
he's
dude-
solid too.
this dude needs-
Only thing I would say about him is he has a really, really good technique at DB. But as soon as the ball is hiked, instead of motoring or patting his feet, whatever you want to call it, he's just turning and going with the guy. Like he's down low enough where he could motor his feet and punch the crap out of him and jam the guy. Like could be working a lot less than what he's having to work right now. It's not like he's doing anything wrong, but I just like guys, instead of turning and running, make that guy just fight for what he has to fight for. Because he definitely has the good technique. Technique is there. The crouch is there.
Yeah,
Like it.
and
Whoever
I'll
that
tell you
secondary
what,
coach is good.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Coach. If that's the biggest thing he needs to work on, based off of seeing him as a freshman, I mean that's saying
That's
something.
good. Yeah. Whoever their secondary coach is at that school, he's doing a really good job with those kids.
Heck yeah.
Between that and whoever he's training with, these two guys right there, back-to-back teammates, between a rover and a corner like that, that's a dream secondary. Like, look how he's scooting. Like, right there. Like, that's crazy. That's good. That's a freshman.
Right.
Mhm.
Yo, we've been seeing some 26s, man. This is another one of those 26s.
Yeah, boy. That last 26 spot might be taken right here.
All right, so let's watch this last play,
See?
and I'll cue up next.
Perfect. Oh, what's he gives that receiver? Never mind.
All right, so that's Rod Jones out of Albany, Georgia, as well. Any closing remarks? Anything that y'all haven't already said? Another
Dog.
26 young man.
Dog.
Dog.
I want to see what happened on that last rep though, because it kind of cut out. It looked good off the line, it looked like he was doing everything okay, but then towards the end, the receiver just had that
Yo,
separation.
space,
I'm
right?
curious, huh?
Yeah, it was that space part, right, where it was like it seemed like 2 yards between him and the guy.
Yeah, I want to know what happened in that span, but it went off the screen.
Oh,
Yeah, hopefully he retweets that. We can watch it a little bit later.
there
I'll
we
be
go.
right back.
Yep. So, I'm gonna let you take this one when McCann gets settled in the house, man. So, Ajayi Brown, class of 23. So this is that senior season, man. This is that final ride. Plant City, Florida, Durant High School. O lineman, left tackle, 6'5", 250. 6'5", 250, senior.
Yeah, he plays with my guy Coach Finn down there at Durant.
So you're familiar with Coach Finn. All right.
I am familiar with Coach Finn. He's he hopped on our Twitter Spaces when we used to have him, more
Okay.
frequently.
I felt like I recognized the Twitter handle, so that would make sense. Well, we appreciate you, Coach Finn.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Finn, man. We got Pancake Brown here in the building.
Pancake Brown. Uh-oh.
He's hey. Look at him. Look at him moving people out the way.
Let's go.
Yeah, and he's got pass protection stuff. Look at his hands. Look at that technique. Look at him. Sit down.
Yep.
Oh man, this dude is a monster.
What's the recruiting look like? Let's see.
What were his measurables again?
Kaiser University. Let's see. 6'5", 250.
6'5", 250.
Yeah. So Kaiser University, Southeastern University. So he's got some college offers out there. All right.
Yeah, I mean he moves well. He does a good job of getting his hands inside from what I can see. He's pancaking dudes. He's moving them off the ball. I mean, this is a good football player right here.
All right.
He's patient. That's one thing I love to see with offensive linemen is guys that wait, because the defensive lineman got to come to you. So when you shoot your hands too early, a lot of times you can get knocked down. Can hit you with a rip move, can get around you. But he's waiting, like he's really patient and waiting for that opening.
Yep.
To get his hands in there and pass protection.
I like watching some old lineman film, man. Like I said, Pancake Nick, he set the bar for us. And then now we got Pancake Brown. We got them whole wheat pancakes right now. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm not gonna call him Pancake Ajayi. That just doesn't roll off nicely.
I'm with it. I think he'll take Pancake Brown.
Yeah.
And what school is?
I mean, I've given my 2 cents. He's this is a dude right here.
All right. So I don't think McCann. He's still transitioning to the house. So any closing remarks, man? Where do you see this young man playing at the next level? How about that? While I queue up next.
Man, I mean, I could definitely see this being a Division I football player, based on what I saw on this tape. Just based off, his ability to move, his technique and pass protection, his ability to get to the second level and just clear running lanes, move people out of the way. I definitely see this as a Division I football player. Now, with him being a 23, obviously some other difficult decisions have to be made. Whoever's showing you love at this point, that we'll take it. But I think that this could be a Division I football player. Just right now, it's looking like he might have to go for Division II, Division III.
I got you. All right. So Joels Cooper is up next. Joels Cooper. You ready? I think you got this one solo by yourself again. But let's do it. So class of 23, so another senior on his last ride. Outside linebacker, tight end. He is from Southampton, right here in Virginia, down to the 7'5", man. Where are the measurables? Oh, there he is. 6'2", 230. 6'2", 230.
Now look at that one-handed pick as a defensive lineman. Every big man's dream, man.
He got the big one. I like it. What schools do these guys play?
What school is it?
He's Southampton. Yeah, Southampton High School. I wonder if
It's
they
got
play
to
like
be.
Portsmouth Christian and those types of schools, maybe.
I don't know if it's a private school.
I don't know.
Is it?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's probably one of the smaller schools
That's
down
possible.
there down there, Virginia Beach.
So that's one that I don't know a whole lot about, unfortunately. All right, so we got. I'm gonna let you watch the film. Let me check the comments, man. We got Christian Reese. We got Antonio. Is that Mr. Rogers? We got Cameron Williams.
Well, hey, move that last play up. Move that last play up.
So
At
that
tight end, if he can show that mobility at tight end as a defensive lineman, I think he's a defensive lineman first and foremost. But if he can showcase that movement and that efficiency when cutting and stuff, that's
and it's 3A.
that's something you want to get on film early.
Yep. And just so Southampton's 3A. He said 3A.
3A. Do you guys play Phoebus?
Phoebus is 3A, really?
Yeah, I think. Pretty sure.
And then we'll kick it. There we go. Oh, let me switch it up. I'm calling it audible. That's my fault. We back up and running. Uh-oh. I gotta fill in the phone. Doing it on the fly. Bang. There we go. Until the other fellas join us. Alright, let me turn this off, man. So Joel's Cooper, 757 Virginia, 3A Southampton. What do you got for him, man? Any closing remarks? Where do you see him playing? All that good stuff.
Yeah, I'm reading the comments. They lost in the first round to Norcom, so they're playing definitely some really good schools. You know, Norcom. My guy Jaden Ratliff plays for IC Norcom, and they are going up against some good programs despite being 3A. But he does a good job at setting the edge. That tight end stuff. I'd like to see him showcase those quick cuts and stuff earlier on in the film. I think that could help him out even with his defensive line film. I think he's a defensive lineman first and foremost. Would like to see some improvements in terms of get off speed, running, getting out and running in open space. I think that would help out a lot. Again, somewhere your tight end film could come in, and just figuring out a way to have your film complement each other. So, like I said, getting the tight end stuff, working that in along with the defensive line stuff, and getting some of that rearranging in. Setup is going to be key for him.
All right. So that's the feedback, man. So hit us offline. Coach E, he'll definitely help you rearrange. Give him a little bit, though. He's got finals right now. But let's get into the next. Next up, Ryan Jenkins. So Ryan Jenkins, Albany, Georgia. Is this another teammate, man? Is this another teammate? Let's find out. Class of 24. 6'4", 220, defensive end, outside linebacker. Westover football.
Yeah. By the way, not to mention that my DMs are completely backed up. Yeah. Well, flooded isn't even a word I can use anymore.
I'm with it. Now, with you having a flooded inbox, man, hopefully these dudes are, showing the respect, following you, saying thank you. Just make sure you support those that support you. We got some new folks tapped in. We got Mr. Williams. We got Mr. Sterling's in the building, man. He's here pretty much every week, so appreciate that. We got Joel Hopkins. We got Mr. Holbrook. All right, so we got some dudes in here, man. What's the film looking like for
Hey,
Mr. Ryan Jenkins?
yeah, not no, the film is explosive, man. Who is this program? I need to research this program. They got some dogs, man.
Is
I
this
mean,
another teammate? Is that what it is?
oh yeah, yeah. I think it's
Yep.
another teammate. I'm
Yep.
pretty sure.
So
And
so we got three
you know,
from one school, man. I think that's a new record.
he is explosive, and the way he turns the corner and bends around the edge. I mean, this guy is the definition of an edge rusher.
Matter of fact, hey, while I got you guys on, man, just tell us like who what are some schools that you guys play against? I'm real intrigued.
Yeah, Norcross, North Cobb. Yeah, well, yeah. Give us some schools. Like, who do you guys play against?
Uh, Linscomb Academy. James Jones said. All right. My teammate right here, T.J. Butler, Spencer, Bainbridge.
Oh man, yo, what is the recruiting looking like on him?
Ryan Jenkins. Let's see. Mm, So he's invited to the Georgia Elite. That's a solid game. Um,
I mean, even when he's on the line, he's like an inside linebacker. I mean, chasing
right?
backs out to the sideline. You can't even get around him. Hey, and this may be bold, Rob, but I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna make this comparison. You remember
Oh,
Antoine Hayden? Antoine Hayden,
yeah,
the Illinois commit we had on
right.
on here. Yeah. This is him, 2.0.
Uh oh, uh oh. So we got some explosive film, but I'm not seeing the recruiting really pop off like we would think it would be. We've got some game day visits. Hey Ryan, man, what's your recruiting look like right now? Excuse
This
me.
this is an explosive dude. This is
All right,
I can't even like
I think we got
who's the other
enough.
kid?
We done watched 4 minutes.
Chase yeah, Chase Fambro. That's another name that I can
Oh,
compare him to.
yo, Chase Fanbro was that dude. He
Yeah.
was that guy.
No, this film reminds me a lot of Chase Fambro's film.
All right. So, closing remarks. Anything that you didn't say already, man, Mr. Ryan Jenkins.
Man, explosive, fast, quick, twitchy, bend around the edge. He's got pass rush moves. He can, he's particularly good when going outside. He can turn the corner. He goes for the football, which I love. Once you get that quarterback in your line of sights, make sure you're ripping at the ball, trying to get that thing out. Don't just be content with the sack. And essentially, like I said, he's a linebacker even when he's on the line. I mean, you can't run around him. He's going to chase you down to the sideline.
All right. So, let's do this. Let me see if my guy McCann is still in the dark and you are muted if you can hear us. But let me hit the play button, man, just so we keep it rolling so we can get as many young men as possible. Vontrell Price. Vontrell Price. All right. Let's see. Class of 23, senior ride. Edge rusher, athlete. He wrestles. 6'2", 235. Runs a 4.69 40 with a 3.2 GPA. Out of North Carolina. North Carolina. All right. Play setup. First couple of plays, right position, best plays. Or would you say they may need to be reevaluated? Not explosive.
I'd say it's pretty decent. I think that he's got some solid plays in there where he's shedding blocks. That's one of the things that I like about his film. He's physical. He's moving people out of the way. He's filling his run gaps well. Um, he does a good job of setting the edge. Like, see right there, see how I shedded that block? Yeah, I like the way he uses his hands. Let me see if I can see. I would like to see a little bit more in terms of pass rush, like having that toolbox where he can go to a couple, like maybe one or two pass rush moves that he can go to when he's in pass rush situations.
Yep.
Most of the time when the quarterback's dropping back to pass, I'm seeing a lot of attempted bull rush, and then doesn't look like he's got much of a plan. But see, when he's on runs, he's getting off the blocks with ease. I mean, he can stop the run. I just want to see a little bit more from a pass rush perspective.
All right. So I think my guy Coach McCann is back in the building. There he is. Let me change his background a little bit, clean it up. We're gonna let the tape play for another second or two while I do some behind the scenes type things. Let's see.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Rob. We might have to run Mr. Jenkins' film back for Coach McCann. That was beautiful. Coach McCann likes Ben, so
you talking about that 6'4" guy? I was watching it. I just couldn't talk.
Oh, you were watching it?
Yeah, I was watching everything on the screen. It's just because my phone was tripping.
All right. So, anything that you want to add for Mr. Price that you didn't say already? Now that we got Coach McCann. Actually, you know what? Coach McCann, go ahead. Go ahead, formally introduce yourself now that we can see you. Tell us a little bit about what you do while I queue up next.
Oh man, Coach McCann out of Buffalo, New York, defensive coordinator at the local high school. Did some time recruiting analyst for ERT, Elite Raw Talent. Work with plenty of colleges across the nation. Player development guy, trainer. Like Coach E said earlier, jack of all trades. Have over probably 125 to 35 kids in college in the last 3.5, 4 years. Just looking to bless others. As God continues to bless me.
I love it. So that's Coach McCann live and in color now. So let's get the show rolling. We got Tremaine Butler Jr. He's still got one more game, but up until that point, this is that full season so far. Class of 23, senior, outside linebacker, 6'1", 195, runs a 4.47 40 with a 4.0 GPA. And he does track out of San Antonio. So, Mr. Butler, do you happen to know my guy, Coach Miller? Fourth quarter pressure.
I would love to hear his 100-meter time since he runs a 4.47.
Yeah. Hey, Jermaine, matter of fact, throw that in the chat as well, man. Let's talk those track numbers.
Yeah, he's definitely he's an off the ball backer. He's not an outside linebacker in the 3-4 sense where he's rushing the quarterback. I think he's definitely a guy that you want running sideline to sideline and chasing plays.
Yep.
What grade is he at again?
He's a senior, class of 23. No. Yeah. Class of 23. Yep.
Yeah, he said he runs 200 hurdles.
Ran 110 hurdles, 14.43.
He doing hurdles. He can move. Well, not move, but he's flexible. That takes some talent. I don't care what no one say.
Yeah, I ain't out there jumping no hurdles. I promise you that.
Never, not even my prime.
Heck no.
Oh, hey, I'll probably move that last play up. He definitely showed some speed on that last play. Yeah, he gets out pretty quick. I mean, 4.47. That's
with the goal line stance. All right.
Yeah. For 4.47, I got to see some like open field stuff.
Yeah.
Breaking away from people. Like, I mean, at linebacker, that might be a little more difficult, but
yeah. I'll tell you one thing though, he bring that thunder.
mm-hmm.
He definitely gonna knock your head off if you get a chance.
Uh,
His get off the ball is really good too, though. Is
Yeah.
extremely fast, really twitchy. Don't see as much bend, but he also versus these guys he hasn't had the chance to, and I would say don't need to. He's just really just using the swim move. And he's shedding the blocks really well. Definitely would like to see
Yeah.
him bend more though.
all right. So we got through about 3 minutes worth of Mr. Butler's film. Close it out. What do we got for him? Film rearrangement. Take some things out. All the above. What y'all got?
I like Coach Ego.
Yeah, no, like I said, definitely an off the ball linebacker. I don't think that he's going to be that pass rush type guy. I think with his size, 6'1", 195, he's going to be more of an inside guy. Like from a linebacker standpoint, the tackling looked pretty good. He was getting off blocks. He's definitely got some good speed to him. I love the fact that he does hurdles. It sounds like he's doing everything pretty well for the most part in terms of his recruiting process. I would just like that one play that I talked about where he ran down the tight end or receiver, whatever that was. I'd move that up a little bit because that's where he's going to really show his speed.
James Jones, can Coach McCann see my film? Yeah, man. We will definitely try to get you on. You got anything you want to add, Coach McCann, before we jump into the next?
No, I said what I said. I would like to see him bend. And he brings pain and some power, and he gets sideline to sideline. So I think he's a good player. Just would
All
like
right.
to see kind of sucks right now for 2023 guys right now. Hopefully he gets a D2 something like that.
All right. So I'm gonna hit the play button, man. This from your area, right? You're real passionate about
Yep.
the
Yes,
DMV.
sir.
Set the stage. Who is this young man?
Tavani Mizell, running back, DeMatha Catholic, transferred from Florida, Georgia commit, 4-star, legit speed. He can catch out of the backfield. Decent at running between the tackles, but he's more of an outside runner, like a third down back type guy. I've seen him in person. He's actually more physical than I anticipated, and his cut is pretty nasty too.
Yeah. I figure I'd throw it on there. Obviously, he don't necessarily need the exposure per se, but he was, he was nice enough to submit his film. He wanted us to check it out, so here it is. Let's see what
Yeah,
a 4-star running back UGA commit looks like.
I watched him a few times myself. He is nasty.
Yeah. And by the way, the guy that ran him down on that last play is Fahim Delane, one of the top players in the class of 25, has an offer from Alabama, has pretty much every Power 5 offer known to man at this point. So, no shame in getting ran down by him. That is not indicative of what your speed is.
Can we react to Johnny T.W.?
This dude, man.
All right, so we'll watch one more play, and I'll let you guys just recap why he's a 4-star.
Yeah. And, DeMatha's got a really good 1-2 punch between him and Brendan Wyatt. Brendan Wyatt's the in-between the tackles type guy. He's going to run you over, put his shoulder in your chest. And then, as he starts to wear you down, you bring in Tavani on third down, and he's out the gate. He's lightning. His short area quickness is just incredible. His jump cut, and just his ability to move in those areas.
Yeah, I definitely seen the jump cut between the jump cut and the agility, the power. He don't need to use it. Like it's just he's actually playing. He should definitely be playing a level above. And I'm pretty sure that's a lot of good quality football where he's at. But that kid right there, I watched his highlight quite a few times. He's definitely what you would map out as a 4-star guy. He got it all, the tangibles, the speed, like you said, the jump cut is one of the top ends of his class. He's definitely up there in the running back class, which is already stacked and talented.
Yeah.
He's talented, man. I don't know what to say about him. He's just talented. Dude could go.
All right. Well, we go from him to Mr. Cameron Williams. Cameron Williams, man, he's been tapped in. He's been blowing up the inbox. He said that he is a class of 24 middle linebacker, Westover Football. Is this another teammate? I think this is number 4. This is number 4 right now. Class of 24, 6'1", 215, man. Albany, Georgia. Let's go.
Man, I want to know who this defensive coordinator is.
Right?
I know one thing. He got it good, boy. No disrespect to him, but
He's got some dudes.
I mean, and also, one thing that I will say is, the strength and conditioning program that they have there, just looking at the speed of these guys, the physicality, and even down to the technique. I mean, he did this is a really good school.
Heck yeah. Those indicators, some of them just be pausing too long.
Yeah.
Let's see.
look at that. Look at that. That's how you meet the ball in the hole.
Hey,
That should be up a little bit further. He has a lot of good plays. Don't get me wrong.
minute and a half in.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Again,
Look at that.
man, put plays up front. He has good film, dog. So it's hard, but those 2 plays right there, you're attacking the ball, meeting the pullers.
Yep.
Colleges love to see that. Like, that is rare.
Yeah, there's not a lot of high school backers that are willing to stick their nose in with an offensive lineman.
No, not at all. He made the offensive lineman look like he was a kid.
Right?
Yeah, and make the tackle.
Yeah.
To add on. What's his measurables again?
6'1", 215.
Oh yeah. He's
Let
this
me
is
guess.
a linebacker.
Let me guess, he's a sophomore.
Class of 24.
Junior.
That defense is fucking stacked. Excuse my language. Sorry, dog. I'm sorry. I called myself. It's been a long day, man. I've been like 4 training sessions today, man.
Look, man, we've done a lot of shows. We got one F-bomb. I'm good with it. It happens. All right, we'll watch this last play. I'll let you guys close it out. This is teammate number 4, man. Teammate number 4, Cameron Williams.
Hey, you see the guy that just blocked him. You see how he just put his hands up in the air?
Yeah.
he knew he could not block that dude. Yo,
Oh,
What else I
man.
got for him?
hey, stud. Hey,
Stud.
I would definitely put those 2 plays that he attacks the pullers and makes the block. I would definitely put those up front. Just as my personal opinion. That shows a skill set that is very overlooked by high school kids. So definitely a stud.
All right, what you got, E?
Man, these Georgia linebackers are just something special, man. Like here's the thing. I watch a lot of linebacker film, but very rarely do I ever get to see linebacker play. And what I mean by that is what we just saw: attacking pullers, making tackles, running sideline to sideline, chasing ball carriers. Even getting some stuff in coverage. I mean, that's just stuff that I don't typically see, up here, especially in the DMV area. So, I mean, whatever Georgia's got going on with the linebackers in particular is something special.
And it's Coach Matthew Garris is the DC there.
Hey, God bless you, buddy. I know you were smoking a cigar at the end of the year, celebrating the championship.
So this is Christian Reese, class of 23, 5'11", 185. 5'11", 185.
I like that.
Linebacker, strong safety, nickelback, East Ridge High School out of Florida.
Yeah, that's a strong safety.
100%.
That's not a
plays deep. That's a
linebacker.
strong safety.
Yeah, no, that's not a linebacker. That's a safety.
All right.
Yeah.
After
I don't know what-
that first play, I mean, yeah. Well, what are his measurables? Did he have them posted?
Yeah, he
5'11".
is 5'11", 185. the boogeyman himself. Did you get to see your film review, man? We just did it like probably 2 reviews ago. He said he's tapped in. I wonder if he jumped on just after we did it. We'll see.
Look at that camera view.
Right? They got that AI camera, man. It's trying to follow along.
Was he lined up at safety on that play?
I didn't even notice until the indicator, man.
Yeah, I didn't know either, to be honest.
Man,
He would have
because
been a really good rover.
Jordan Jackson.
I mean, 5'11", 185. I mean, that's safety type stuff. And then the way he's closing ground, the way he's tackling, and then the way he got that interception on the first play. I mean, this could potentially be this could be a really good safety. I just, I wanted to see. I wish I could see a little bit more of him starting out in that safety position instead of being up at linebacker and stuff like that all the time.
All right, we'll watch this last one and then we'll jump to the next.
Yeah, I want to see some more coverage stuff.
Yeah.
Bang. So hit him with the closing remarks.
Just the solid defensive film, but like what Coach E was saying, I agree. After that first play, I was kind of like really excited because I seen the back pedal and then he flipped his hips and got over the top of the post. I just thought I was really gonna see a lot more cover stuff. 5'11" guys playing defensive line. Outside linebacker kind of like does a lot of the kids disservice. Unfortunately, when some coaches try to evaluate them, like him, you could definitely say, "Hey, coach, I got a guy that's a rover," and sell him that way. Unfortunately, some guys don't have that ability that he has. Looks like a really good kid as far as film wise and stuff like that, but I definitely want and need to see some more cover stuff.
All right. I got caught off guard trying to find some film. It looks like we got a viewer from London, man. So we definitely appreciate that. It's kind of hard to play, 11-second clips and give you feedback. So if you've got any, actual film that's tangible for these guys to watch, then definitely send it. We'll get you on. But look at this. Is that transformation or what?
Man, hope that wasn't one off season.
That's massive. That's a body transformation. But let's get to the film. So this is them junior season highlights, and I believe we have watched this film one other time. And if I'm not mistaken, I think my guy took some advice, reworked it, and has tapped in the last couple of weeks. So here we are. We got him back on. Sheesh. I don't think you got to see him, McCann. I think it was just me and E. I think that was when E did the gauntlet by himself.
Yeah. He got out the gate.
Burners.
Yeah, I mean he is closing, man.
Yeah, good luck trying to knock him over.
Right? Let's go.
He's just gonna be a ball player, which is nothing wrong.
With
nothing wrong with that. He's the type of kid that you would get on a college roster, and if you tell them that they have a 4:00 practice, he'll be there at 3:45, 3:30, ready already in this like his second workout. Like he's already got pregame sweat. Like he's just with those guys that just a ball player, especially with the speed like that. Look like he got like a good work ethic too. Look at that.
Look, your work ethic has got to be something special. You got a body transformation like that. Like let's be honest, man. He went from being like I was trying to find a politically correct way of putting it, but yeah, he went from Steve Urkel to Stefan, with the transformation chamber, right? He took the glasses off and lost the did I do that? And now this dude, he's doing his thing. I love it. It actually makes me think, man. Cole Kuchatron, I think I can't pronounce the last name. I'm terrible with names, but he was a JUCO young man. Had him on the show a couple of times, but he committed to Jackson State. He's down there now. Hopefully he'll ride it out with the scholarship. But nonetheless, he had a very similar transformation. The dude went from like just big and fluffy to getting picked on, right? Self-conscious, and then all of a sudden, bang! Just jack cock diesel dude, man. So you put the work in, you get the results. He was the polar opposite, right? He went from a starter tree branch to a damn near forest. So
Yeah.
anyway, let's get back to the film. I ramble on too damn much.
Yeah. Personally, I liked his receiver stuff a little bit better. DB stuff was decent, but he looked a little uncomfortable backpedaling. I saw him on one of his press reps. He opened the gate. Just some technique stuff that he needs to clean up on in terms of his defensive back film. But his receiver stuff, I think he's super explosive. If he works on his route running ability, his cuts, his breaks, I think he could be a really dynamic receiver.
All right. Anything you want to add, Coach? Are you good?
I agree. Like I said, he's just like one of those ball players that as long as you get him on the roster, he'll be able to adapt and get anything done from a coach.
All right.
So hopefully he finds a roster spot somewhere and goes and balls out because his speed is remarkable too.
I'm with it. All right, so let's hit the play button, man. We got Jordan Jackson. Let's see. Jordan Jackson, he's 6'1", 256, class of 23, D-line, O-line, out of New York.
The first two plays were really choppy, so I didn't get a chance.
Oh.
But it's not because of it's because of how it was set up. At least the second play.
I got you.
Okay, that one's good, but the second play, it took him out of the angle a little bit. So like I said, I can't really.
Yeah, I wouldn't even put that on my film.
All right.
Yeah, probably wouldn't.
Especially number 2, right?
Yeah. See, this play right here, I'll have it up top. Probably like number 1. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's how you pull. That's definitely like a number 1 play.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they filming through the fence.
Yeah, I would take this off.
Yeah, you're not.
I would take
Yeah.
Hey, he did just move that lineman like 15, 20 yards down the field, though.
Yeah, I got it on a big screen, and it was still a little hard to watch. Hey, Jonathan Hill, man, I see you in the comments.
Take that off.
Ezekiel Williams, I see you. Daniel Black. Make sure, even if you've already sent it, man, make sure you send the film again on Twitter. And just a public service announcement, if we review your film, it's strongly suggested that you screen record your segment, throw it on social media, tag us, we'll share it, we'll retweet it, and then obviously, we'll continue to be a part of that village, man. We want to help you guys get to the next level, but we also want to be realistic and honest with you. That's why we do this thing on Tuesday nights, to give you real-time feedback. Good, bad, or indifferent. That's what we're here for, and we don't charge you like some other dudes. We just want to make sure you guys get that knowledge that you guys need to get you to the next level. So that's my PSA for tonight, man. Let's watch this last play, and then we'll get to the next.
He's a defensive lineman.
All right.
Based off what I've seen, I like him better as a defensive lineman. I like the plays where he was pulling and he was lighting guys up, but I think that could help him out, help him promote himself as a defensive lineman as well, showing that physicality. If he figures out how to, intertwine his film and put it in a better order, but definitely some reordering that needs to be done. But I like him better as a defensive lineman.
All right.
Yeah, I agree with the position. Just because the techniques, if he's not pulling, some of the techniques he's doing is like going to be called holding a lot. Very strong kid. Definitely need to revamp the film, throw out some plays, put some plays up front. Yeah, that's what I would do with the film first, and then like reevaluate them. We're seeing that on this platform is different from getting it as a college guy and then reevaluating it. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to. I would not want to send that out to any of my coaches and then have them evaluate it. Like you want to revamp that film really and put some of the better plays up front and take some of those holds off.
All right. So let's get into the next man, Ezekiel Williams. He is 5'10", 265. Uh-oh. There's number 5, Albany, Georgia. Westover High School. Class of 24. I'm gonna let y'all. I'm just
He's
gonna
on the
let
offensive
y'all watch
side
the
of the
tape.
ball.
Let's see what the OC does with the guys.
No, he's still
Well,
taking them.
hey, did you see how he just
He's still
got to
blocking
the
them.
outside shoulder?
Yes.
That needs to be. I think that needs to be play number 1.
I know they won a state championship with this team.
Man.
No offense. I know Atlanta has a lot of talent in a lot of these brackets, but holy moly, donut shot. This team is stacked.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't let size define players. So I mean, at 5'10", the way he ran from the opposite guard all the way to the outside and hooked the defensive player, got on the outside shoulder. I mean, that's just beautiful.
Me and Corian goes to the same school. Hey Johnny, send me DM your film again, man. I'm not, for whatever reason, maybe I'm overlooking it, but I'm not seeing it. What's your Twitter handle so I can look for it?
Man, if this dude was 6'2", 6'3", he would have a ton of offers. Maybe he does, but I just 5'10" offensive linemen are difficult, man.
Yeah. I'm not. No. I don't. Unless he's got something that I don't see on the social media. I'm not seeing any offers, man. But let's do this. Let's hit Ezekiel with the closing remarks, man. So shout out to Westover High School, man. That's dude number 5, and we were thoroughly impressed with all 5 of them. Do we have number 6? Number 6 in the building? I mean, let's keep it going, right? Let's go. With closing remarks, what do y'all got for him?
Really good film. Like Coach E, that one play. It's this, a lot of kids and a lot of coaches understand like the small things and small techniques, like what Coach E pointed out, those matter. And when you do it really good, it pops out to guys that really watch film. It might not pop out to your uncle or your best friend or maybe even your little coach on your high school team, but guys that really evaluate film, like what Coach E is doing, you see stuff like that, and that stuff matters. A lot of good power. He plays good with his level of his pads. I think he's solid. Even though he's shorter, get some long snapping in there, try to help out with his height and stuff like that. But he's solid to me.
Yeah, learn. If you don't know how to snap a football, learn how to snap a football. That's some of the best advice we can give you.
Griffin Scruggs said that, didn't he, Coach?
Yes, he did, and I've been on it ever since then, boy.
Well, shoot.
For guys like that, it does do it. I've seen it after I've talked to coaches. Like I have a guy at Stony Brook that's Division I. He's only 6 feet. He's center. He's gonna when he graduates, he's gonna have the most starts in the career of all any player on offensive line at that school. He's going on year 3 of starting at center.
Shout out to Stony Brook. Shout out to Coach Weaver out there, man. Coach Weaver out there doing his thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's hit the play button. Let's keep this going, man. We got a couple more in us.
Yes, sir. About like 10 more minutes, 10 more, something like that.
All right. So this is Jonathan Hill, man. So let me do this, man. Let me just throw this out there. My man has been blowing up the chat for like an hour now, right? Which I completely appreciate. However, I've been telling you to send me your film. I finally find the message, and there isn't a link to your huddle film. I have to click on your name. It's not pinned to your profile. It's not in your bio. I got to then sift through it to then find your film. So step number 1, let's reevaluate the Twitter bio, man. Let's clean that up. Let's get more active on Twitter. Let's start following and all that good stuff. Because right now, All I know is you're a running back, 173 pounds. You run a 4.4, 140. You're 5'10.
441. Nah, brother.
Not getting ran down like that.
Yeah, not no 441. Chris
Oh,
Davis from Mississippi. That's a 4-4. The other guy earlier was a 4-4. He got good speed. He just ain't no 441.
Yeah, that first play that he put on there, he must have ran at least 150 yards
Mhm.
throughout that play.
Yeah, that was like a reverse or something like that. He reversed first field.
Yeah.
all right. So let's see. Who else we got in here? What is that?
I do like him catching the ball out of the backfield though.
One of the first running backs we've seen in a long time that has this much film from outside of the backfield,
Yep.
Yeah, and
which is a
for
good.
small for smaller backs you have to have that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, if you're not already running track, make sure you're running track.
Yeah. Based on the bio, I couldn't tell you. So Johnny,
Oh,
man,
look at that.
let's take this thing serious. Let's
Good.
redo that bio. Let's pin your huddle. Put your huddle link in your bio. Graduating class. Put all that stuff in there, man. That's gonna be step one
Ooh.
because you can play some football.
See, I don't know. That might be up there.
I was gonna say,
You know, you got caught. Like that jump cut in
Yeah.
the hole. Like you got to showcase that earlier.
Yeah.
sure.
Hey, and work on your ball security. The ball was really low, and it was away from your body quite a bit. High and tight. And then if you can, one thing that I noticed very often with a lot of high school running backs is a lot of them are uncomfortable carrying the ball in their left arm, and that's something you got to do at the next level.
Yeah, one high school coach told me he don't teach them how to switch the ball because he don't want them fumbling. Like, bro, like you can't stiff arm somebody if you the ball's in the wrong hand.
So that is
Oh,
Jonathan
that's
Hill. Closing
uh,
remarks. What do you got for him?
uh, I would definitely fix everything you said on the Twitter page, and I would definitely within a 4 hour radius go to every Division II school, follow every Division II college, everything, and go from there. You definitely can play at the next level. Definitely at Division II, like running back, you catch the ball at the backfield really, really good, which is like I've said, like we only see guys running the ball at running backs in high school. You really rarely see guys running wheel routes, multiple wheel routes on their film. So definitely solid film. I would definitely, you know, do those adjustments and then definitely within a 2 hour radius of my house to maybe 4 hour radius, go to every school. Like even if I gotta go up there, I would definitely be doing something if he has no offers.
All right. So that's the feedback, man. So just get some things cleaned up, get you out there. So next up, Daniel Black. Daniel Black. So this is the 11th grade junior season film. What? Westover High School. Here it is. Number six. Number six. He
Uh,
is
it
five.
chopped up a little bit. I kind of missed that first play.
All right, no worries. I run it back. He is 5'11", 206. He plays all positions, tight end, fullback. All right, so let's just clean up the bio a little bit. But outside of that, I'm good with it. Let's see what you got, man. The first five we enjoyed. We're gonna keep the streak alive.
Yeah, one of the things I will say, I make the argument that tight end is probably one of the easier positions to recruit if you're at least 6'3".
Right.
With you being 5'11", that's going to be really difficult, especially if everything you have is end line blocking. I mean, at 5'11", I don't know very many coaches that are going to put you as an end line blocker at 5'11", 206. So, I mean, if you could get some slot reps or some, receiver stuff, maybe you get some running back film out of the backfield. Like, see this right here? This is some more stuff that I want to see. but I would have rather seen a route. I mean, I love the willingness to block, but yeah, I kind of want to see some route running out at receiver.
Heck yeah. My guy Ronnie, he chimed in. He said, "Man, this team is stacked, stacked."
And that, by the way, that's not me saying he's bad as a blocker because he's definitely moving people out the way. It's
Right.
just I'm trying to give you the best advice for getting to the next level.
No, definitely, and that's what it's about, right? Good, bad, or indifferent. That's what we want to do, man. We don't want to give you false hope and tell you you're going to, be the next Tony Gonzalez, right? If that's not necessarily the case. But the film looks all right, right? I mean,
Yeah,
for what it's worth, he's doing his thing.
for a team that's that like that, he's playing his part really well.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? What coach is saying is a point on. Like, there's nothing else to really say after that. But just take that advice, please, and try to use it. Honestly, don't take it personal if you took that negative compared to like some of the other guys' film. But for your position, you're playing really good. There's just some things that you could do a lot better to help your recruiter wise. With the routes and stuff like that.
Play special teams. That's something else you could do.
Yes, special teams plays on y'all film, man. Go down the field and tackle somebody.
Oh, we got a quick cut. I didn't want to cut you off. That's my fault. Just a little different than the huddle or YouTube. So we got quick cut. This is, I believe this is my guy overseas, right? Class of 24 inside linebacker. Yeah. He's over in London right now. Over in London. Boy, we got the international happening tonight. It's the last show of the year. He said, man, I'm jumping in. What time is it right now, man? What time is it in London right now? Let me know. Because I know it's probably late as hell.
Yeah, I think it's like 2:00 in the morning.
I don't say, man. My guy Connor Tate, shout out to Connor, man. He lives in Portugal. Well, actually, now I would imagine he probably relocated to Germany. But he was a quarterback who was looking for a soccer game late night, right? Came across the Vikings game when what was it, Diggs? I think it was Diggs when he went up for that catch against the Saints. And then from that moment on, he fell in love with the Vikings and Kirk Cousins, modeled his game and learned American football on the beach during COVID, and is now playing professionally in Germany. He just signed his first professional contract probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago, man. So shout out to Connor Tate. And I say that because, I mean, when he was on the show, this dude, I think it was like 3:30 in the morning, and he was tapped in watching our live shows. So we definitely feel the love internationally here in the States. We had some Canadian folks, man. We doing big things. I don't think we had anybody in Mexico yet. We got to get somebody from South America now. Well, what are we seeing from the film, man? This is London football. This is a little different, right?
Yeah, definitely different.
And man, I mean, being overseas, man, that's so difficult because number one, I can't really speak on the competition level, and then number two is finding quality trainers, in skill
Right.
position, skill trainers and stuff like that. Because what I'm watching right now on film, this is definitely somebody that needs to be working with a skills trainer and really refining his craft and improving his game. But I just don't know how many of those guys are out there in London that he has access to.
Yeah. That's the challenging part, right? American football is kind of like, I guess, maybe rugby or something like that to us, right? Soccer is their first love. So it's a little challenging, man, a little challenging. So that's what we got with our good friend over in London. Any additional feedback that you guys got for him? Anything else you want to throw out while I queue up next?
Nah, that was about it.
All right, so look, we're going to do two more, right? We're going to do two more. Let me see. So Kenneth Garrett is going to be next. We got two more, and then that's a wrap for the year. So let me... Kenneth Garrett. All right, here we go. Kenneth Garrett is 6'1", class of 23, Dayville High School out of Alabama. He's an athlete. That's all I got with his NCAA number. But his huddle link is available in his bio, so that's a step in the right direction.
Hey, pre-snap indicators, fellas. I cannot stress the importance. I mean, to be honest, I'm lost. I'm stuck looking for you. Like in between plays, I have no idea where you're at.
Yeah, the first 2 plays, I don't even know how he got there or
Right.
anything.
Yeah, see, like I'm missing the whole like get off. I'm missing the pass rush move.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
So
the play's 3/4 over. All right, so let's do this, man. We already know Kenneth. Let's start over, man. Kenneth, go back, redo the film, man. Let's put the pre-snap indicators on there, and then come back, hit us offline, man. We'll still be available throughout the holiday. We just won't be live. So let's do that. Let me bring up Ty Love. Ty Love, he's got the film ready. Let's see. Ty Love. He's a nickel linebacker, 5'11", 190, Oklahoma City, Wildcats alum, Jackson, Tennessee. Let's see. 1 year in prep, 2-year academy. All right. So this is Ty Love.
man, this is another one that's a little bit difficult to follow, just in terms of formatting and having that quality. I mean, do they not use huddle in where he's at?
I mean, I'm not sure what level we're playing at right now. I don't know if this is JUCO film or prep film. Matter of fact, hey, Ty, let us know. What are you playing right now? Are you in post grad? Is this JUCO film? What are we watching right now?
So I mean, just looking at those sidelines, it's kind of hard to tell. And I hope that they have huddle out there, but it could be one of those situations where it's one of those areas that just doesn't use it, and I think that's doing a disservice.
Hey Johnny, shoot me a DM and just remind me, and I'll send you a nice example of what I feel like a strong bio would be for you. Let's see. All right, so we'll watch one more play. I'll let y'all break it down. As good as we got to work with, we'll make the best of it, right? Tonight was interesting, man. We got Coach Miller. Hopefully everything's all right on his front. He wasn't able to join us, but nonetheless, Coach McCann, right? You was there. Coach Eda has some audio issues, so we done went through some things tonight, but we made it pop, right?
To do to you, man.
Whew. And it was all live, man. I had to call it audible a couple of times. But that's the film, man. Ty Love. We're gonna do one more, and it's at the top right now. Yeah. Stephen Lewis. Look, this is him. He's persistent. He wants us to watch the film. So let's watch the film.
For the last guy, if you can get huddle, please get it on huddle. It was kind of hard to follow where the film was going, and some of the plays were just not easy to evaluate.
Fair enough. The last one of the night. So again, we appreciate you tapping in. If we did not get to you, please don't be too mad at us. It was a busy show, man. We had a lot of interaction. We ran through some technical difficulties, but we made it happen. Hopefully you guys take this feedback, utilize it, come back after the first of the year, rejoin us when we come back live. But let's get this thing going, man. Let's hit the play button. We'll watch this last one. We'll close it out. We'll wish everybody a happy holiday, and we'll keep it moving. So, Stephen Lewis, wide receiver, 6'2", 200. 6'2", 200. All right.
I think we watched him.
Did we?
I
I'll
think
say
so.
doesn't look familiar, but nonetheless, he's got a Liberty offer. He's got. Let's see, what else does the recruiting look like? Henderson State.
Hmm.
All right. So he's got some opportunities, right?
Yeah. That route, that double move that he ran earlier was filthy, and he
Went
high
and got
points
it.
really well.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
What did McCoy say? Nasty work.
Yeah, man. It's just receivers. I want to see the break.
yeah.
That's it. That's the number one thing that I look for that I never get to see.
Tells a lot. Oh my
Like
gosh.
see, yeah, he ran one of those. He ran one of those earlier. That he can definitely
Yeah.
run sluggos, double moves. He can hit those. I want to see the breaks, hitch,
Man.
comeback. Money route.
Well, I was gonna say when he breaks loose like that, if his quarterback put it in the air a little bit better, put it in the basket, boy, they'd be some beautiful touchdowns. Oh, all
So
right.
what grade is he?
um, does not say. So let's see.
So if he's a 23, my question is why he is not
December
committed to
22 grad. So
Oh, so he's graduating already?
yeah,
So I wonder what happened with the Liberty stuff.
yeah, because the Liberty was back in August of 19.
Nah, it's kind of dicey right here.
All right, so we'll watch this last play. We're gonna close this thing out. This is my last year in JUCO. He came out in December.
So
Yeah,
this film is from this past season.
Yep.
Okay.
Man, I'd be feeling bad when I see a kid like this with some offers like that and then have to go JUCO.
Yeah, man. I really hope that this wasn't Power Five or bust.
Yeah. So that's Stephen Lewis. Comments, concerns, good, bad, or indifferent. Hit him with the feedback. We're gonna close this thing out with some familiar film while you guys close out the remarks.
Man, I definitely, like Coach McCann said, guys that have an offer like that, I could have definitely seen this dude playing at Liberty and succeeding. I don't know what happened, so obviously I don't want to say too much that may be incorrect, but I really think that would have been a good spot. I think that you definitely could play, G5 ball, FCS ball for sure. The only thing I want to see was the break. That was the final thing.
Yes, sir. So, you know what it is, man. I'm just gonna give you a snapshot. Actually, McCann, I'm gonna let you get the snapshot, man. My throat hurts. Who are we watching right now?
Savion the hitter, aka him. This is what I would call Reggie Bush reincarnated. I I say that to say this. Me and him already talked about this. I feel bad for guys already. I feel bad for guys after this season when he does a lot of speed training to go with this agility and jump cut stuff and like move like that right there. It's just one move and go. And it's just what Shady McCoy say? Nasty work. Like this kid is special. Right now we're sending out film still, like slowly but surely. Letting a lot of schools focus on their 23 class. But this kid right here is going to be a top 5 running back of his class of 2026.
Eh,
Really, really good kid on and off the field. Really good family at home support system. everything you need from a athlete, he could do it. On and off the field. Straight A kid too.
And think about this, man. So before this season, how many blessings did he have?
Yeah, he had nothing.
He ain't had none, right? Where
Nothing.
he's sitting at right now?
I think he had like 6.
I think he's at 6, right? UVA,
Yeah.
Syracuse, Virginia Tech. Who am I missing?
Maryland,
Moorhead,
JMU,
Maryland,
JMU.
JMU. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
his name is across the nation though right now, and it's like I said, I'm just sitting. I talked to him the other day. I talked to him and I talked to Carter.
yep.
We sitting on it right now, letting them like be kids right now. Go work out, do what you gotta do. As soon as January 1st hit, after that first signing day, new year, new offers.
It'll be
New year,
crazy.
new offers. That's what we're
Going
gonna
to
go
be
with.
crazy. So
And by the way, he's pretty good at defense too.
yeah,
Just
he's an
as
alright linebacker, right? So we can keep talking about Savion, man, but I just wanted to throw that on there while we close out the show. So again, if we did not get to your film specifically, we'll get to it the next time. Join us in January after the holidays. So, obviously I want to wish you guys a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever you celebrate. Hope it's a good one. Hope you get family time. Obviously we'll still be, on social media because that's what life is really these days. Only time I will be unavailable, I'll be in Mexico next week, completely disconnected so I can recharge, get ready for the 7-on-7 off season. But let's do a couple of things. Again, if we did your film, if we reviewed it, make sure you screen record it, blast it on social media, tag us. We're definitely going to share it. Hit us up offline. Obviously Coach E, he loves watching film, and that's what he does. But his inbox is flooded, so give us some time. If you send it to McCann, Miller, myself, Coach E, give us a little bit of time, but we'll get to it. I don't think I missed anything. Fellas, what y'all got? Y'all want to close out any remarks for the end of the year, man?
I like
Yeah,
Coach.
go ahead, Coach.
You got it, boss.
Oh, okay. No, I was just gonna say, like Rob said, my inbox, flooded is not even a word I can use anymore to describe it. Once I get through finals, once I get, done with this semester, I'm gonna be mass going through DMs and really trying to catch up on that. So, I appreciate everybody's patience. I will not be watching film where it's just copy and pasted. Coach, if you're looking for a receiver, I can really play for your program. Like, I'm not answering those.
That's
So, please be respectful. Please ask. Please say, hey, what's going on? Introduce yourself. Just be a normal, respectful human being.
Well said. What you got, Coach McCann?
Man, just everyone enjoying their holidays. Be very, very careful who you have involved in your recruiting village. A lot of guys that are out here basically just taking money and don't even have the connections that they say they have and leading you down a dark hole. Just be very, very careful who you deal with, how you deal with people. Like what Coach E said, please be respectful of people when you're contacting them and stuff like that. Stop copying, pasting. I've had people hit me up and call me coach such and such from a different college or from a college. And hey, coach, I know we talked earlier on XXY and Z Day, and I'm like, never talked to you a day in my life. Those people get, I just mute them because obviously you're not paying attention to what you're doing. Those small details, please believe me, other schools are going to mute you and kind of ignore you. And it's not to be disrespectful. It's just how it is. There's millions of kids trying to get your opportunity. So if you mess up that one opportunity, someone else is going to take it. So please be very careful and due diligence in your recruiting process. And just, the power of a retweet, like what Coach Rob said, please just share it, and have like each other's film reviews, tag us. I've been getting some of my kids offers just off of a retweet, and coaches inbox me like, yo, coach, call me real quick. X, Y, and Z, here's my number. All right, cool. Let's get them on the phone. Let me offer this kid real quick. after we talk and answer some questions. But the power of a retweet could go a lot farther for a lot of you kids. So just be respectful, build relationships.
Build
Oh,
relationship,
and,
man.
and real quick, one last thing I want to say. Bowl invites and games like that, guys. Please research. And then guys that are getting offered and looked at by post grad and JUCO programs, please do your research before you make commitments and pay any kind of money to these clowns. I'm telling you, I'm getting messages. I got invited to such and such bowl game I've never heard of in the middle of the country, in the middle of nowhere. Please do your research with these bowl games and these, post grad JUCOs, prep schools that just haven't
And
done
camps.
anything.
It's camp season coming up, right? We about to see an influx of random
Well,
camps.
Well, sadly, some guys are doing December camps. Like kids just got done playing. You should not be in camp no time soon. I'm just being honest.
That's the reality. But
So,
that's what we got for you, man. So look, that's my guy, Coach McKinn. He's chilling upstate New York around the Buffalo area. That's Coach E, living the dream in Blacksburg. Virginia Tech, is where he resides. The DMV is where his heart is. But man, he's got a lot of love for the SIP. So I'm Rob Odie. This was Spotlight 39. Shout out to Coach Miller. He couldn't join us tonight, but he will be back, man. He will be back. He's doing his thing as a first responder, so we appreciate everything he does. So make sure you check out our website, spotlight39.com. Check out the nonprofit foundation, 39 Hearts. We're coming out the gate strong in 2023. Coaches, man, if you guys are still tapped in, if you want to bring the 39 Hearts and Spotlight 39 experience to your high school and host a Heart Walk, by all means, reach out to me. Let's get it on the calendar. Let's get it locked in. It's great for the community. It's great for the kids because over 50% of what we raise, we give back to the students that participate in monetary scholarships. So that's just a little bit about what we got going on with Spotlight 39 and 39 Heart Foundation. And I say it every single time when I close it out. Every strong athlete needs a strong heart. So again, happy holidays. We appreciate the love and support. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share it. Tag us. Follow us, man. It takes a village, as my guy Coach Miller says. Until next time, I'm Rob Odie. See you next year. Let's go.